I was asked a little while ago about group presentations for school, and so I want to give you guys some tips and some tricks and some, I don't know, just a little bit of advice, I guess, on how to make sure that your group presentations are a lot better. Hey there, my name is Carl Kwan, and on this channel, you're going to learn some tips, tricks, and how-tos on how to give good presentations. You'll also see some videos here that are related to my business, which is a video marketing agency, but otherwise, you're going to learn all about presentation skills here. So be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. All right, now I know that everyone hates giving group presentations. I personally never really liked giving group presentations either. And the reason why I didn't like them is mainly because I didn't really like the coordinating with other people. I didn't like that I had to depend on other people to make sure that they were doing their job. I guess that is the main apprehension that most people will have when it comes to giving a group presentation is the unknown of what other people will do. So hopefully these tips will help you so that you can get everyone on the same page in order to work together and give a really great presentation, a group presentation for class. So the first thing that I encourage you to do is to make sure that everybody understands why they are doing this. What is the goal of the presentation? Yes, that's very important, but why are you guys doing this? What is the common ground that you all share? Is it that you're all trying to get better grades? Are you trying to maybe pass some sort of test? Or you're trying to do something that has a shared goal, something that you guys all share in common. So think about what that is and maybe discuss that beforehand so that everybody knows what the motivation is, what the overall goal is as a group and as individuals. That way, everyone will remember, well, we're all doing it as a group because this is the reason. Once you've established what your motivations are for giving the presentation as a group, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you prepare early. I know that as a student, it's not always to prepare presentations early because, you hate giving presentations. I understand that. But believe me, if you leave it to the last minute, your presentation will bomb. There's going to be one person who does everything. It's probably you who is watching this video now because you're the only one that's going to care. And you're gonna just resent everyone in your group and you're gonna resent giving group presentations. It doesn't have to be that way. Just prepare early. Make sure everyone sits down and understands what the overall presentation goal is supposed to be, and then start deciding, okay, well, who is going to do what part of the presentation? Are you going to do it so that each person does one part of the presentation? Are you going to do it so that one person gives the whole presentation? Decide what you're going to do and the other people just do the research. The main point is to decide exactly what the roles are going to be and figure out what sort of format that you're going to give this presentation in. Now, for me, I would like to recommend that if you're going to give a group presentation, that everybody should get a chance to speak. So I would suggest dividing the presentation into different sections. So someone does the introduction, someone does the first topic, someone does the second topic, someone does a third topic, someone concludes, and then everybody does the Q&A. Once you have each of those parts assigned to each person, it's really important that they don't just work on their own, on their individual parts. You want to make sure that you're actually working together because the whole presentation is supposed to flow together. It shouldn't be the case where part one is really different from part two and doesn't really flow into part three. Your teachers are going to recognize that. They're going to know that you guys didn't actually work together on this. So make sure that you guys are working together and checking in and saying, okay, well, what are you going to do for part one? What are you going to do for part two? What are you going to do for part three? And then start making sure that everyone is doing their parts, but also making sure that it's fitting in with the overall goal of the presentation and it's fitting in with the other people's parts as well. Now, once you get through that, the next thing is to make sure that after you've prepared the presentation, is to make sure that you practice. You want to make sure that you are practicing giving that presentation so that when you get up there in front of the class, it's going to go really smoothly. Now, I have some other videos about giving group presentations and how to introduce each other, things like that. So I highly recommend checking out those videos in order to give you a little bit of advice on giving the group presentation. But what I really want to say here is to make sure that you guys practice with the timer and also to record everything using your phones and using the cameras there, just to make sure that everything flows properly, especially when it comes to using presentation slides. I'm guessing you're going to have to do that, so make sure those slides, you've also gone through them, made sure everything works properly, so that you've ironed out any sort of, kinks or obstacles that might come up. You want to be really prepared, because guess what? You'll probably be the only group that is really prepared, and you'll probably get a good grade. Most students really don't want to prepare group presentations, so if you're the one that actually prepares it ahead of time and practices it, you'll totally stand out, get a good grade, create a great impression, and then hopefully have a positive experience with the group presentation. Alright, so I hope you found those tips helpful for giving a group presentation for school. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure you leave those below in the comments section. Otherwise, make sure you like and share this video, and also let me know how it goes if you actually give a group presentation for school. I really want to know if you applied these techniques or not. Okay, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.